redneck gas can. Fuel tank's full of who knows what. Put a new throttle body to air horn gasket on the carburetor. New fuel pump down there. New outlet housing and gasket. The old one cracked. Had to clean the points. Had to fix the float. Disable the choke. So, got a fresh battery in it. And we'll see how easy she starts. See if I can keep her running for a minute here. I've always wanted one of these. Finally got one. This has got the 5-gauge cluster on the left. Is the ammeter, oil pressure, speedometer, water temperature, and the fuel gauge. And the only one that works properly so far is the ammeter. This one goes full, that one goes full, and that one doesn't come on at all. So the ignition switch in the other